Welcome to This Week in Security with our roundup of the most important stories of the week affecting the UK security for private and public sector organisations. Our editor's top stories this week. We look at the impact of a hung parliament on UK security. A new terrorist protection scheme being rolled out by the Met Police. Ransomware is getting personal with signs of more attacks on medical records. With billions of internet-connected devices expected, just how well are they protected? How demands of GDPR drive up costs of cybersecurity professionals? And spear phishing, the dangers lurking in innocent-looking emails. The country woke up on Friday with a shock result, with the Conservatives dealing with a hung parliament. So what could this mean for UK security? Here's our analysis of the top 5 areas of national security policy likely to be affected. Number 1, the cutbacks that have affected policing border security are now likely to face stronger opposition by Labour, especially after the spate of attacks in our major cities. Number 2, the deal that will need to be struck with Northern Ireland's UDP would result in pressure to commit to rebuilding Irish border security. Number 3, the talks on Brexit, which has to include cross-border security, will be placed in danger due to calls to delay negotiations which were meant to start next week. Number 4, the ability of a Conservative government to take up a hardline stance, like the threat by Theresa May to ignore human rights legislation, is also now far less likely due to the ease of blocking such legislation with voting alliances likely between opposition parties. Number 5, similarly, the recent statement by Theresa May on her wish to force global social media companies to open up encryption will now be far harder to pursue. Social media gets a lot of negative press coverage nowadays, but during the horrific London Bridge attack this past Saturday, the Metropolitan Police used it to save lives. During the attack, they used Twitter and Facebook to advise members of the public to run, hide and tell. This was the first time that the scheme had been used. Systems like this are becoming more and more important around the world. Just this week, there have also been attacks on police outside Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris and a double attack in the Iranian capital of Tehran that claimed the lives of 12 people. A link to our previous video where we talk about an app called Citizen Aid that can also help those in a terror crisis can be found in the description or by clicking here. We're very pleased to see that British organisations are leading the way in developing ways to protect the public against these sorts of threats. Now, following the huge impact of ransomware attacks on the NHS last month, there are more signs of criminals targeting healthcare because of the ability to blackmail medical organisations with life and death decisions or major breaches in medical confidentiality. It's not unheard of to hear that a celebrity's personal photos have been leaked to the internet, such as the iCloud hack not too long ago that affected 26 celebrities. However, due to a data breach at a plastic surgery clinic in Lithuania, 25,000 photos of ordinary members of the public, including nude before and after shots, have been made available online for anyone to see. The pictures were made public after the clinic refused to pay the criminals the 300 Bitcoin ransom they demanded, which, once converted, is almost £640,000. Police are asking those affected to contact them and avoid communicating with the hackers directly. SEOL's cyber and technology expert Nick Lamb recommends that all medical and social service organisations should be on heightened alert and to do an immediate review of their cyber defences. We all have multiple devices that connect to the internet one way or another, be it smartphones or laptops, but the Internet of Things, which encompasses everything from smart fridges to wearables, is rapidly expanding. A recent study shows that there are currently 6.4 billion internet-connected devices, and that by 2020 that number will reach 20.8 billion. That's more than 3 devices per person on the planet. This presents a vast range of new opportunities for criminals, and a study by HP Fortify published last month revealed 250 vulnerabilities with an average of 25 vulnerabilities per device. This has the potential to open up a Pandora's box of opportunities for criminals. For example, hotel keycard systems could be compromised by hackers, allowing them access to any room they want, resulting in serious threats to personal safety and property. With more and more devices being incorporated into the Internet of Things, it's vital that designers of devices have an agreed standard to implement cyber defences. One major initiative that's taking shape that could help improve security is called the OWASP Internet of Things project. Daniel Meisler of HP Fortify has collaborated with researchers Craig Smith and Jason Haddox to create the OWASP Internet of Things Top 10 project, which delineates the top 10 security problems seen in IoT devices and tips on how to prevent them. The study lists as a backbone for testing 10 common devices, including a webcam, home thermostat, sprinkler controller, home alarm and garage door opener. To access the OWASP project, use the link with this video to visit www.owasp.org. Now, back in 2000, IT professionals, in particular COBOL programmers, made a fortune in the drive to update computer systems to avoid the potential Y2K catastrophe. Now it seems a huge new demand is shaping up that will prove a bonanza for cyber professionals. It's being driven by the General Data Protection Regulation, which comes into force on the 25th of May next year. A survey of 20,000 cybersecurity professionals by the International Information System Security Certification Consortium revealed nearly 40% of UK cyber workers earn £87,000 per year or more. This trend will only continue, and there's expected to be a shortfall of 350,000 staff in this sector across Europe by 2022, meaning organisations will have to take steps to fill this skill gap. It's not hard to spot a suspicious email when it's from someone you don't know, but it's much easier to fall for a scam when the message purports to be from a family member, friend or colleague. This is spear phishing. It's not entirely new, but it's on the rise. In a recent high-profile case, Russian hackers employed this method to target a US voting software company as part of an alleged Russian government campaign to influence the US election results. Last year, the SANS Institute revealed 95% of all cyber attacks began with spear phishing. There's never been a better time to educate your staff on secure email procedure, so click in the description or right here to have a look at our free training video on email phishing. Finally, some major news from us. We're going to be launching officially at ITTSEC at the ExCeL in London between the 20th and 22nd of June. We'd like to thank UBM for their support. So come and see us at stand C375 near the VIP area. If you have some expertise or news you want to share, then join us for a video interview on our stand. Be sure to check out our website with regular video news, alerts, training and a marketplace where you can connect with decision makers in the security industry. It's free to join, so if you aren't already watching this news on www.SecurityExpertOnline, click here and register today, as well as following us on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can also send us news stories, or if you have some special expertise requests to appear on one of our SEOL's future programmes via our new website. Thank you for watching, and online together we'll make the world a safer place. Bye for now.